the center of a major corruption probe. The anti-corruption branch arrested former Delhi Minister Satyendar Jain, senior leader of the ACB, also former DJB CEO Udit Prakash Rai and 4 others over alleged irregularities in the tendering of sewage treatment plant projects. Also, according to the ACB, tender conditions were allegedly manipulated to favor Eurotech Environment Private Limited and limit competition. Investigations have alleged that restrictive technical conditions were included in the tender, giving Eurotech an allegedly unfair advantage. The investigation has also uncovered an alleged money trail. The ACB claims commission or bribe money was routed through intermediary firms with funds linked to Eurotech, allegedly moving through an enterprises and eventually reaching the then DJB CEO and his relatives. Joining us to discuss the story further is Dr. Anil Gupta, BJP spokesperson. Also with us, Ruben Mascarenhas, advocate and Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. Nikhil Jain, political analyst, joins us live. Gautam Mukherjee, senior journalist, is also with us live on the broadcast. Let me make a start with you first, Ruben Mascarenhas. How is the Aam Aadmi Party reacting to this arrest of your senior leader and former Delhi minister? Is this once again a corruption taint which is plaguing your party?
Not at all, Uday. This is a standard BJP playbook that before an election, they would basically arrest the top leadership. Satyendar Jain is one of the tallest leaders of the party. He is the architect of the party's signature development model when it comes to providing healthcare, when it comes to providing education. And he is the Sah Prabhari of Punjab. And we know Punjab is going for elections, and the BJP is an anti-Punjab party. Its election campaign there is not getting any traction whatsoever. And hence, this is essentially their knee-jerk reaction. I mean, just look at the ridiculousness of the situation. I'm an advocate. This is an FIR pertaining to 2022. Going by the BJP's own timeline, or rather, whatever the Delhi police is essentially saying now, during that time, Satyendar Jain ji was actually in prison. So how is it that he essentially is able to manipulate all of these tender contracts from prison? I'm sorry, this doesn't make sense. This is a dangerous trend. The BJP is going after the opposition simply because it cannot essentially tackle us politically. It is essentially misusing the police. We saw how it misused the ED. We saw how all of our leaders were exonerated. This is nothing but a witch hunt. Satyendar Jain ji is the architect of Kaam Ki Rajniti. The BJP cannot counter that, and this is what they do.
Yeah, it's not the first time, of course, he's been arrested. It's happened before too. But Ruben Mascarenhas, at the end of the day, the details coming out on this investigation and, how certain tender norms were flouted, how, the system was manipulated to favor one particular company. These details coming in, do you believe are all false? All these arrested individuals are innocent? Because a former DJB CEO has also been held, as well as others.
No,
it's not just Satyendar Jain.
Raghav Chadha, who is now with the BJP, was part of the Jal Board. What are we even talking about? The same Raghav Chadha who was targeted by the BJP is now suddenly goes through the washing machine and
so do you believe that there was a scam? Do you believe there was a scam in DJB?
No, not at all. This is nothing but selective leaks. We saw how a narrative was made even when it comes to prior to the Delhi elections. We saw how Arvind ji, how Manish ji, how the entire party leadership was basically arrested. This so-called selective leaks. We have this, we have that, and the case fell down in court. The case fell down in court. They have been acquitted. And we saw what happened then. We're going to see the same thing right now. There is nothing, absolutely nothing. The BJP cannot, and again, the BJP cannot manage us, tackle us politically. Hence, it is basically misusing agencies.
All right. Respond to that, Dr. Anil Gupta. You are targeting the Sah Prabhari for Punjab because elections there are approaching, says the Aam Aadmi Party. Also, their spokesperson, Ruben Mascarenhas, says that you've done this before and you're doing it again. How do you respond?
Just by becoming the Sah Prabhari of a Punjab doesn't mean the immunity from the corruption. 19 CAG report were tabled in Vidhan Sabha since our government came into the power. And each CAG report, there is mention of irregularities. This case also arises from one of the CAG report. It is also one of the several cases of corruption done by the Aam Aadmi Party government in 10 years of their ruling. You know, this particular case, they have done corruption on cleaning Ma Yamuna. This case related to the construction of 10 STP. All details are given by the ACB. This time ED is not involved, ACB is involved. They have changed the parameters. Even the money trail of 1.5 crore received by the CEO, DJB has been established. 6 persons have been arrested, including Satyendar Jain.
These are allegations. Nothing has been established, Mr. Gupta.
They should answer in court. And I did not interfere when you were talking. Have some patience to listen to me. Don't interfere in between. You know, in this particular case, even for cleaning, even for the STP, several parameters of inlet and outlet are designed. The parameters of treatments were deviated. What is the reason? One particular company, Eurotech Environment, that was particularly favored. I still remember when Kejriwal Sahab was fighting the election for Delhi Assembly in 2014, he promised to clean Ma Yamuna. What happened? The condition deteriorated year by year. And in the construction of STP also, they did the corruption. It is a very clear case of corruption they done in last several years during their regime. And I think already case is established and already the culprits are behind the bar and the court will decide the case. But the Ma Yamuna will not forgive them because this time they have done corruption on Yamuna cleaning. Yeah.
Okay, but Dr. Anil Gupta, you know, on that specific point, as you are saying, this time there is corruption, there is merit in this case and you believe it will hold through. But, you know, Mr. Maskiran is making the point that the other cases, be it the liquor scam or others that their leaders have been held for, have fallen through. He said this is a pattern. Is that concerning, Dr. Anil Gupta? Why are these cases falling through, involving Arvind Kejriwal and others in the AAP?
I have mentioned earlier also, you know, the misdeed they have done in last 10 years of their ruling Delhi. For each department, a CAG report. CAG is the Comptroller Auditor General of India, wherein they make the annual reports of all the departments. 19 CAG reports have been tabled. They just moved out of the house to discuss because they have the doubts in their mind. And in this particular report, when the case was referred to the ACB, the case is now been established and they have been arrested. And already they have given a money trail also, you know, how the 1.5 crore was travelled from Nagendra Yadav firm AN Enterprises with the initial fund originating from Eurotech, which has further been established, been given to the accounts of the dismissed Udit Rai, and who has been changing all the parameters on the Satyendar Jain. It is a clear case and we were not, this is not the first time. You know, you remember the Delhi election. We were shouting that time that they have done corruption. And now it has been proved. Already charges have been filed. So I think they need to be punished in this case.
Okay, let me
I want to quickly rebut this.
Okay, you can quickly respond. Yes, please respond. Then I need to get in Nikhil Jain and Gautam. Yes.
Dr. Gupta, you should stop reading from the Delhi police press release. The fact is that this is some BJP Bollywood script just because they failed politically. We've seen this time and again. We've seen what happened to ED cases in court. We've seen what happened to CBI cases in court. This is a pattern. Just before an election, this is the BJP playbook that they will go after the political leadership when they cannot deal with people politically. But the BJP is an anti-political, anti-Punjab party and we will win in Punjab. We have the people with us. We provided good governance.
Okay, let me get in the others. Nikhil Jain, do you see selective targeting here or do you believe that this is something that is a taint of the Aam Aadmi Party catching up with them as we've just heard from Dr. Anil Gupta? Nikhil Jain, what is your view? We did see how the Aam Aadmi Party lost the elections in Delhi and these were some of the issues being raised by the BJP that there was alleged corruption during the tenure of Arvind Kejriwal. Now with this case coming out as well, do you see merit in what the BJP said then? Or is this selective targeting of an opposition party ahead of Punjab polls? What is your take, Nikhil Jain?
I'm sorry. I won't go into the merits of the case, whether Mr. Satyendar Jain, whether Mr. Raghav Chadda, whether Mr. Kejriwal, Mr. Sisodia, Mr. Sanjay Singh, whether all these leaders are tainted or not, whether they're corrupt or not, whether they've engaged in corruption or not. That is, I believe, the job of the investigative agencies to find out. But I can't help but look at the political timing of all of this. The Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson does make a very fair point that why do you always remind to get these cases on fire right before the elections? We do remember that the BJP
So you
primarily
believe the
campaigned
AAP
in
is,
the
you believe the Aam Aadmi Party is innocent? All their leaders are innocent? No one did anything wrong?
No, I am not saying they're innocent. I'm not saying they're corrupt. My simple point remains that why is it that the cases take steam only when elections are around the corner? And we've already seen in the case of the Delhi liquor case, the Delhi excise case, that was one of the key, election agendas of the BJP. What did we see? The trial court discharges every single accused. So either Mr. Kejriwal and all his friends were innocent, or the CBI and the ED had put up such a ridiculous case before the court that the court felt the need to discharge. Mind you, the case never even technically go to trial. These people were discharged. That was the level of abysmal investigation. And if indeed Mr. Jain is somebody who's engaged in corruption with the Delhi Jal Board, the question does beg that are you telling me that Mr. Jain, who's a minister but not directly part of the Delhi Jal Board, was involved in corruption of the activities, but the Delhi Jal Board vice chairman, Mr. Raghav Chadda, was not involved? Either both these gentlemen were involved or neither of them were. And that's the whole point. Why is it that only Mr. Jain is arrested and Mr. Raghav Chadda has his jolly well time? It's because he's gone through the washing machine of the BJP. And it's rather very funny for the BJP spokesperson to talk about Mr. Kejriwal and coming and saying, "मैं माँ यमुना को साफ करूंगा," and then thoroughly failing with it. I do agree with it. माँ यमुना को साफ नहीं कर पाए केजरीवाल जी, नाकाम रहे. खुद भी I think Kejriwal did admit to that. But what about एक आए थे नरेंद्र मोदी जी, उन्होंने कहा था माँ गंगा ने बुलाया है, माँ गंगा को साफ करूंगा. 20,000 करोड़ भी उसके लिए मिले थे. 20,000 crores were allocated by the union government. Has Ma Ganga been clean? And unlike Mr. Kejriwal, you won't have any, excuses that I don't have the central government, the UP government is not with me, the Haryana government is not with me. Every single relevant government is with you, sir. Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Delhi, center. Yet Ma Ganga is not clean. Why? Please answer.
Okay, let me in fact quickly also get in Gautam Mukherjee. Gautam Mukherjee, another alleged corruption case haunts the Aam Aadmi Party. Another of their leaders arrested. The AAP claims they're being targeted because Punjab elections are around the corner and they are in power in Punjab. The BJP, of course, says the law is taking its own course. Gautam Mukherjee, what do you make of the merits of this particular case, the details coming out in the investigation so far, and who you believe is telling the truth?
Well, that's the whole issue. Each time, whether it's the ED, the CBI, or any of the other agencies, they don't seem to do their prosecution very well. And the court throws it out rather early in the game. This has been a big embarrassment for them. And of course, the BJP government that has utilized them. And even people who've gone to jail have been acquitted since. So the process itself is the problem. There may be merit in it. We will find out when it goes to trial. A charge sheet is not enough. A charge sheet is a beginning, but it doesn't establish, culpability until it is tried. And in most of the cases, not just against the AAP, but against a variety of other people, the ED, the CBI, etc., don't seem to know how to prosecute the case with sufficient rigor so that the courts are able to convict. Instead, the courts go the other way and they tend to dismiss them right at the lower court level. So this is a big problem. It's hard to say who's to blame if this is the state of prosecution. Uday.
Okay, let me, in fact, take that to you, Dr. Gupta, because at the end of the day, that is also what I was telling you earlier, that the lack of follow through, is what is leading up to make this argument that is this just selective targeting ahead of elections? Every time elections are around the corner, there is, a targeting of their leader which happens. Why aren't these cases being taken to their logical conclusion if you believe there was merit, if you believe 10 years of Arvind Kejriwal did see a lot of corruption. Why no conviction so far?
See, this is not a new case. You know, we have been saying that there has been a corruption in this sewage treatment plant tendering. And when the CAG report was tabled, the Delhi Vidhan Sabha referred these cases to the ACB. And the present, the charge sheet is related with that. And already the agency, the ACB, have already established all the money trails in these cases. And we have been shouting, you know, before the election also. And I was listening to the Aam Aadmi Party spokesman. They said they have a Bollywood. But why is it so that in every corruption, the Aam Aadmi Party leader's name is there in Delhi? Why is it so? They should answer these things.
Mr. Maskira, respond. You know, these things take time to prove.
Because
The cases take a while to prove.
BJP-controlled agency. We have a BJP-controlled ED, a BJP-controlled CBI, a BJP-controlled Delhi police, which essentially targets political parties that they cannot deal with politically. That is what has been happening again and again. The BJP cannot provide good governance. The BJP cannot...
No, but Mr. Maskira, respond. Why?
Cannot provide good hospitals. Mr. Gupta, I heard you. Mr. Gupta, I heard you. I expect to be heard. The BJP doesn't have good governance to deliver. Hence, the BJP has this so-called theory, Kichad Uchalo.
You failed, that's why you are
This is what they do. This is their playbook. Kichad Uchalo, kuch to chipkega.
No, but Mr. Maskira, you know, coming out. No, I have to ask you specifically. Mr. Maskira, I have to ask you specifically, why were these tender conditions manipulated allegedly to favor Eurotech? Was competition limited when that tender was issued?
This is absolutely ridiculous. The FIR was registered in 2022. It's been 4 years. Nothing has happened in the investigation. Suddenly, before the Punjab elections, you basically arrest people. This is a pattern. This has been happening again and again. These are random allegations, and let's understand. In the so-called liquor scam, all our leaders were discharged. The case just fell in court.
Anil Gupta.
The court didn't even think that the case was fit enough to proceed with trial.
Allow me to speak. See, there is a standard inlet and outlet parameters for any STP prescribed by Central Pollution Control Board. They answer just simple question. Why the parameters were deviated? All over the country, the same parameters. Go and read those parameters.
No, I have read that. This is nothing but selective. It is not going to hold up in court. This is the pattern.
One
This is the
company,
pattern.
and the name is the Enviro Tech. Why the parameter was deviated? You go
This
and
is
check all
this
over
is
the
nothing
country.
but a witch
All
hunt.
over the country.
This is nothing but a
And
witch
you will
hunt.
not
We've seen
reply.
Rekha Gupta's.
And you will not
We've
reply.
seen Rekha Gupta's
Go and check the
government in
parameters.
Delhi.
You will find out.
Okay, Nikhil Jain,
And still go
Nikhil
and
Jain, why don't you
the
come back in?
Yamuna. Go and check the reports of every month of River Yamuna.
Dr. Gupta, you're not making sense. None of this will hold up in court. These are allegations. Nothing is established.
And one person was talking about the Ganga. Go and check the parameters of Ganga also.
This is nothing but your Home Minister Amit
Don't
Shah.
talk blush.
That Gunda.
Nikhil Jain,
Go and check the parameters.
Nikhil Jain, let me get you back in here. Nikhil Jain, do you see a pattern? Do you see a pattern in the cases that the Aam Aadmi Party leaders are facing, or do you see a pattern in the arrests happening? What do you see a pattern in?
Uday, of course, there is a pattern in the cases. Of course, there is a pattern in the arrest. So, whenever you talk to people,
No, but what do you infer on that? What do you infer on that?
What I infer on that is that the Punjab elections are exactly 6
No,
months
but
from
the
now,
Congress party
and
is also
Punjab-
raising this. The Congress party is also raising this, which you support. So, isn't that selective then?
No. Again, my point is not that Mr. Jain or anybody from the Aam Aadmi Party is innocent, let them be free, or that they are corrupt. My point is simple. Why does every investigation, arrest, everything happen according to an electoral timeline instead of an administration of justice timeline? Why does it happen exactly 6 months before the polling is to begin in Punjab? Why do things
No, the BJP says
exactly 1 month
says
or 2
that the
months before
CAG
the
reports were tabled and then they will take their time to take these cases to the logical conclusions.
No. The CAG reports are a completely, diversionary tactic in this particular case because DJB case has been under investigation for many, many years. CAG finding out some irregularities with the DJB is not why this case has been initiated. This case has been initiated, or an investigation into the entire DJB scam has been happening for many, many years. Earlier, Raghav Chadda's the forefront of things, but he made a shift to the BJP. Likewise, there was a scam in the Delhi Transport Department,
Gautam-
and Kailash Gehlot was named in the forefront.
Gautam Mukherjee,
Then
is there
he
is there
also
a
shifted
political
to the BJP.
pattern
Now, Mr.
to this
Jain might
cropping up
shift to the
before
BJP.
elections, or is there a pattern to it? Gautam Mukherjee.
Well, I'm inclined to agree that there is some political mileage. You see, the innuendo does a lot of damage. And Aam Aadmi Party has been tainted with this corruption brush. The only obvious
No,
thing
is
that
it
I
is
can
is it
think of-
happening unfairly on them, or is it happening fairly on them?
Well, no, I was about to get to one which there is no doubt about. Look at the Sheesh Mahal. Now, that is for sure a bizarre example of a person who slept on the footpath and said, I want no house at all. I don't want a car, I don't want a house. And from there, he goes to the Sheesh Mahal. So the possibility is
No.
immense.
I strongly refute this. All of this can be explained. All of this is audited. All of this exists. All of this so-called Sheesh Mahal jibe and this so-called fake narrative by the BJP will just not stand scrutiny. It's as simple as that.
No, it's not about standing
But coming
scrutiny.
to the-
It's been
coming to the-
it's
coming to
obviously
the
played a
topic
role.
at
No,
hand,
it's
we
played a role in
provided good
getting you out of power in Delhi. So the people
No, there
of
was a
Delhi bought it.
narrative that was- No, there was a narrative that was created. There were our leaders which were arrested. Let's not forget that. It was systematically these so-called parroted agencies, whether the ED or the CBI, worked with the behest of the BJP. As I said, their entire strategy is Kichad Uchalo, kuch to
Okay, no,
chipkega.
that's of course pertaining to the cases. But Gautam Mukherjee raising the point on Sheesh Mahal, Ruben Mascarenhas, that has been built. The pictures prove it.
No, not at
Why,
all.
why
Not
was
at all.
why was money splurged on a residence for a so-called Aam Aadmi
No,
Party,
money wasn't splurged on a
Aam
resident.
Aadmi
Everything
politician?
can be accounted for. That was not just any residence. It was the residence of the chief minister. It was the residence of a chief minister which had an attached secretariat to it. It had almost an office staff of over 200 people. It had security perimeters. It had various other things. It is not as simple as Mr. Mukherjee, with due respect, is making it sound.
All right, we've run out of time.
The DJP boss, what he did was he knocked down a national monument, one of these
Okay.
protected ASI things, and built himself a mini
Okay.
Sheesh Mahal. So this kind of thing, which is easy for the public
Okay,
to
I've
grasp.
run out of time. I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave it at that. My thanks to all of our guests for joining us with your perspectives, with your opinions, and of course, with your defenses. Thank you all very much for being with us. We're going to slip into a short break. We're coming back on the other side with lots more.